Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a knife to unbox coming in from Ketuo. Thank you to them for sending this in for us to take a look at. While we dig into this thing, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content, and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. Let us know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. So there is a nice little card there. Ken Onion coming in 14C and aluminum, and this is going to be called the Buckhorn here. Now, it's called the Ketuo and Karbon Knives Buckhorn, or at least it's called the Karbon Knives Buckhorn, but I think it's done by Ketuo. So same. So we are looking at the aluminum version. There is also a titanium version that you can pick up. I will have Ketuo and Reich's website linked down below in the description. I highly recommend, even if this doesn't look like your flavor, check out their website. They have some of the coolest knives on the planet, in my opinion. So let's dig into this thing. We're looking at a heavily milled and textured aluminum handle here, and we can guess that this is an aluminum backspacer, almost completely full length backspacer, I might add. A little bit of texturing here. We have a lanyard loop integrated into that backspacer, and then we're looking at a flipper and stud combo for that blade. And look at that blade. Love it. That's the second one in like a week that we've had. I love this style of blade right here. It reminds me heavily of the Oaks Lynx. And now I can't think of the knife that we just had a very similar blade shape. I love it because right at the very end, the blade or the tip, it cants down like you see here. It's a very unique blade shape. It's like an upswept sheep's foot. It's very interesting, but a very versatile blade shape. We are looking at 14C28N for the blade steel, which is great. We are going to be looking at $150 for the price on the aluminum version here. Now, is that price tag maybe a little high? Yeah, I guess it is a little high based on the materials, right? But I think based on Ketuo's build quality, I have handled a couple of knives from Ketuo, and the knives that I've handled from them heavily remind me of something that Riot would do, and sometimes and in some ways better than Riot. So what we're really getting here is Ketuo's best budget design. You know, they don't want to go. There's a lot that just goes into this knife. I mean, all the different texturing and everything that's gone into this knife, that's what you're paying for. It's not as simple as just saying, oh, it's aluminum and 14C. Well, yeah, but it's textured aluminum with two different patterns and a lot of different things going on. It's slightly contoured. We're not just looking at a very simple coated, flat, sparkly aluminum here. This is really well finished, and this is a lot of time right here on machines. We have that same texturing here on our clip. Now, I'm going to guess that's steel. And yes, our pocket clip is going to be a milled steel clip there, but it looks very nice and flows with the design there. And this is going to be very straightforward in the grip. You're going to pretty much be locked in there. Now, because of the way this is designed, you can choke up there a little bit for a light duty choke up, right? You wouldn't want to get too aggressive getting that close to the edge, but you could definitely use this area for some extra control over that blade, and you could cheat up there on close onto that tip using that same area. So what kind of size are we looking at on this knife? It definitely feels like a full-size knife. So let's see here. We are looking at, yeah. Whoo! We're looking at like 8 5/8 strong. So this is a big boy. I didn't think it was quite this big. 3.5 inches of cutting edge, maybe a little bit more. And 3 7/8 of total blade there. So let's throw up a couple of comparison knives here. We got the Vosteed Raccoon, which is a good size knife. And then we have the Drop Bear here, which is like a mid-size knife. And the Buckhorn here just towers over both of those. Let's bring out a couple of big dogs. We got the CJRB Frac here, which is a large folder. And then we have the Kaiser Militol down here, which is a full-size knife, no question about it. And I would say it's a little bit larger than the Militol. And I would say in comparison, they are going to be very similar to the Frac. The Frac is just a touch, a fingertip longer than the Buckhorn. As far as what this thing will look like in the pocket, we are looking at right-hand carry only, milled steel clip, and we do have a single Torx screw down there. Good retention, and it's going to carry fairly deep for a milled clip, and that's what that single Torx will do for you, is allow that to carry a little bit deeper. Now, what Ketuo has done is milled out a little bit of that scale and recess the pocket clip into the scale. So that way the Torx screw holds that down in there, and that prevents the pocket clip from sliding back and forth or giving you any issues in that sense. But we do have a good look, a clean look, good retention on that pocket clip on our issuing stitches hank there. The flipper action is awesome. I love these stepped studs that Ketuo uses over there. They're like stepped ramps. They're kind of studs. This is a little bit different than we've seen from them here over their last couple of models, but it's the same idea. But boy, do they work very good. This is a Ken Onion thing now that I'm thinking about it. But if we look back to like the Mecha X, the Yakuza, they also have, so Ken Onion and Ketuo make a great combination, because Ketuo also likes doing that type of stuff. This is the Mecha X, which is another Ketuo made knife right here. But just excellent stuff from them. Let's go ahead and see what kind of edge they put on that 14C. Now, they do have two different finishes you can get in the aluminum. They have a completely uncoated. I think it's more of a blasted blade and a raw titanium or a raw aluminum. And then they have this coated version here, and I believe they both have similar accents as this one does here. So we'll see what kind of edge we have on this thing, and then we'll check the weight. And it's not heavy at all. For the size of this thing, over 8 inches, this is a very lightweight knife. Very easy to wield in the hand. And this coming in 14C is great. I've been saying it for a long time. I would have no problem picking up a steel like 14C at this price point for a very high quality knife. 14C, because it can be sourced affordably or cheaply, if you will, knives just don't tend to cost that much that get used in it. Now, we've seen titanium handles with 14C up at the 150, 160, maybe even a little bit more than that, like 150, 160, which I have no problem with that at all. Those materials. 14C performs like a super steel, but we typically pay, budget-ended prices for 14C. Based on the scale at which steels are graded, 14C in its toughness and corrosion resistance are super steel level. Super steel level. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're super steel level. It's a very easy steel to sharpen back up, and not only that, it takes a razor edge. Even if you are a rookie at sharpening, you'll be able to get some semblance of an edge, via the strop or a light duty sharpening or whatever. 14C is going to be very forgiving and very easy to sharpen up. And all things considered, the edge retention really isn't, it's not that great, but it's not that bad either. So 14C, in my opinion, is a godsend. For, it's a gift from the knife gods. These are just my opinions, of course. Some people hate 14C. I'm going to guess this thing weighs under 4 ounces. Let's say 3.8. 3.8. Wow, it is over 4. No shoosy. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, I can tell you that. This thing is very easy to wield. It feels very nimble in the hand. Just very easy to carry. If you like a larger knife, and to be honest, I love aluminum as a handle material for knives. It's up there, with some of my favorite handle materials. It keeps this knife, if this was in titanium, which they make it in titanium, this would be so much heavier, than it is right now. The detent on this thing is beautiful. Very, very strong, very nice, perfect. And then the rear flipper, it works good, very good. You can kind of light switch it, push button combo it. Very nice. I love what Ketuo's doing. Let's check that lock, and we'll call it a day. Look at those tolerances. Beautiful. Nicely centered up. Very nice. Very nice. Now we are looking at a coated blade and coated liners here. Can we take a peek and see? So we're looking at, it's fairly early. I'd call it like 30% or so. Let's see how it fares up against the spine whacker. No knife escapes the spine whacker. Well, no folding locking knife. It feels very good. Couple of lighter taps to get us started. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's exactly that's what we want to see right there. But if you're still here and you're saving up your money, you're saving up your pennies, and you're looking for that next crazy good buy, that more premium ended knife, right? Something that's gonna be special, I would seriously take I don't care if you use my link or not. Go over to their website and see what they have on the Ketuo and Reich website. They have some more casual designs like this one here. This is a beautiful knife, a lot going on, but it's a casual design. But they have some very, very unique stuff that you really won't see anywhere else. And on top of that, the stuff that is a little bit further out there is extremely, extremely well made. Just some of the highest level manufacturing in the knife world, in my opinion. I absolutely love the Mecha X. It is around all the time. The Yakuza is something else that just has not left my side. So I feel like the Buckhorn is going to be another similar instance here. And I mean, like I said, you have very futuristic looking stuff like this guy here, like the Mecha X, removable backstrap, just a crazy good looking futuristic design. You got something a little bit more wild here with the Yakuza, but just look at that. Look at the machining, the finishing work. Look at the blade. Just beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I really like what Ketuo is doing over there. Whatever they're doing, they need to just keep doing it because they are going to find themselves at the tippy top, in my opinion. They keep pushing the boundaries, keep pushing like they've been doing. And they are going to find themselves at the tippy top of the production knife world. No doubt in my mind. Let me know what you think of Ketuo. Let me know what you think of the Buckhorn. Do you have any experience with any Ketuo or Reich knives? I love hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions on these new knives and these companies. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. If you're new here, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you are subscribed here to the channel and ring that bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content, even when I go live, and I do every Saturday and Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyone and everyone is welcome. I would love it for you to come by and hang out. I will put a couple of new videos up on your screen right now. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day, and thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.